Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhist Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is The Grass Doesn't Grow. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. The seasons are changing here on the homestead. We're leaving summer and moving into fall. As a result, the days are getting shorter, the nights are getting colder, and things are starting to change in our environment. One of those changes is the grass here on the property. Normally, it grows very quickly, very thickly, to the point where it's hard for me to keep up with the mowing. However, now it's growing quite slowly. Because of the short days, because of the cold weather, there's just not a lot of photosynthesis happening in the grass plants. As a result, they grow very slowly or not at all. Now, this isn't the end of the world. In fact, it's actually kind of nice. This time of year, I start to get a little bit tired of mowing. Not that I don't enjoy it, there's just a lot of other things that need to get done, so this will be a welcome break until the snow falls and it's time to shovel the driveway. There's always something to do, but my point is that sometimes the grass just doesn't grow. Not because there's something wrong with the grass, it just means that the conditions aren't right. This is true of grass on our property, but it's also true of things in our day-to-day lives. Maybe we're working to improve our meditation practice. Maybe we're studying the sutras and we're trying to memorize some of them to really embed them in our hearts. Maybe we have secular pursuits. We're pursuing a new hobby, weightlifting or chess, for example, and for some reason it seems like our ability to improve has plateaued. We're not getting worse necessarily, but we're not getting better either. That can be hard to deal with. It can be frustrating, painful even, but it's important to remember that we grow much like the grass grows. Sometimes the conditions are right and we grow quickly. Sometimes the conditions aren't so great and we grow not at all. But in those moments, if we were to tear up the grass in our yards, well, there'd be nothing left but dirt. Similarly, if we give up every time we don't do quite as well as we'd hoped, well, we'll never get good at anything, whether it's our daily lives or our Buddhist training. If we feel like we're quote-unquote stuck in our practice, whether that's meditation, sutra study, chanting, or prostration, the best thing we can do is to simply continue with our practice, continue with our training consistently. Every day. Because just because the conditions aren't right for improvement now, that doesn't mean they won't improve in the future. And when the conditions get better, so will we. Amitabha.